Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and this was just shipped. Dear God, I was happy to get this. This is out in the UK way before anything else, so happy days for everyone in the UK who got this. So, before we begin, if you want to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop, and let's just jump straight into it. So we have this lovely display, which is just of the cogs, obviously where he blasts stuff. The name Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zeo Cogs. Image there. That's what they look like there. On the back, nice 3D render. The same image again. Just says Power Rangers Zeo. Very nice. And on the bottom, it's just the thing. So let's have a look at this bad boy and have a look inside. And here are the cogs. And I've got to admit, for what you get in there, that's quite impressive. And I kind of, in a way, like the sharing of the hands, but they're very kind of similar. So, but for what you get here, you get the same things as the putties on the chest. So I'm glad that you get two. You get the punching effect, you get the staffs. I don't actually know what these are actually called. So if you know, let me know in the comments. So you get the main bodies, you get the two heads, which I really, really like. I kind of really wish that you could move them up and down, but for what they are, I think they're kind of cool. And then you get more stuff. So let's actually properly review it. And here are the cogs. And I thought what I would do is I would review them both like side by side, because to be honest, they're pretty much the same. Obviously you've got the silver and the kind of little kind of dots on here, which we'll have a quick look at in a bit. But majority is they're exactly the same as they look. The faces look great. I love the eyes, like it looks really menacing. I didn't really kind of think of the cogs as a menacing thing. But when looking at them now, I'm generally kind of like, these are really, really nice. This is, I think, maybe the first cog figure that they've had. Maybe we've had stuff from Bandai, but for this, for army builders, I love the fact that you get two in the box. It's not like, oh, we have to buy this one and then this one separately. So looking at this is absolutely fine. Now, leaving the cog there. I did find, which we'll talk about in a bit, with the cog, something that did annoy me. But we'll do it. Like, we're just going to put him down. But when you look here, it feels like someone's got a Sharpie pen and just really gone to town on his arms. So I'm not really particularly happy with the kind of paint job on his arms. But we can see in the light that there is kind of like dots all over it, which is meant to kind of show the sparkle. I think I would have had it a sparkly figure, but looking at, like, say, parts of him, just here and just there, I kind of really like it. I think it works quite well. Even on the back, it just works. Like I much prefer these over than the putties mainly. I know I've got the Z1 coming out soon, saying it's one of my favorite ones, but I just really love the cogs. The heads, like the head sculpt is just phenomenal and it works really well. So the red one is just basically a plain, basic red figure. There is not much to kind of go for, even on the shoes or the boots, they are exactly the same. So there's not any major difference between it. But yeah, let's just articulate them now without cutting to anything. So, oh, that's a bit of that's a thump. That's not a click. That's a proper thump. So just be careful, because I found like when trying to move the shoes and stuff and the boots, it's not like working. Like it takes ages, and like it feels at times like even there putting pressure to even try and move his leg. I don't like that. I think that's really bad. There we go. So you have to kind of really click it into place. That I don't like that. I really wish that Hasbro would play around with their figures and actually not make them super stiff, but, you know, kind of like, rather than just put it in a package, just like kind of click it a bit. So the feet are the ones that really kind of got me, because with some figures they lock, so they look like they're in place there, and they lock so you can't really do it, and it always gets me to the point where, why, you know, put them on a proper ball joint or something. So properly moves like so. Arms go like that. So they're very loose there. Hasbro can never really get it right. Hands turn around. Like so. Hands turn around, like so. Arms bend. So you can get some really probably some really cool photos and stuff like that. Just be careful that you don't bend it out of proportion or shape, but you can bend it. It just feels like you have to really play around. Heads turn around, so, and then obviously we'll move on to the red one. So yeah, just like that. It feels like when you try and push it back, you have to make sure it's properly aligned. Otherwise it doesn't work. And it just feels like you're just forcing it. So feet go up. So let's try and get that perfectly done. So yeah, that one I have to really force. So if yours is, don't force it too much. And again, like just there, it looks like I've just bent the whole thing. Like really have to properly do it. I just don't like the way it's so stiff. Like, again, what is the point? Like we all know we like proper joints on this one, but that's just silly. So legs like that, legs like that. Clicks there, not a bad sound. Again, arms out like so. Hands twist. Hands twist like so. That. Arms bend. So you can bend this one. See if this one. See, this one feels a tad bit better, but not a lot. So you can. It's just very, very weird. And the head turns around like so. Yeah, they're not too bad for what they are. Let's apply the new head so we can see. Easy to come off, to be fair. So obviously it gives a bit of height to the figure, like so. And then like so. It to me always looks like aliens. Doesn't actually look like robots. So I'm just gonna hold them there. So you can see right now that it gives this an extra kind of boost. It kind of adds a little bit more to the actual figure, and I kind of like it. Like just the way that it can fire off its attacks from its eyes and kind of do it. I think it really adds a lot to it. And with that, it just means that you could easily turn around and animate it if you wanted to. I know people will, but just looking at it, I think it looks mighty fine. I've got to admit, I actually generally do like them. Here are the accessories. This is the staff, which there is not really much detail. It's just gold and silver. They're both exactly the same, so there's nothing major from them. Then you have the shortened version, which looks to me like a scroll. Nothing there. You got the gear on there. So again, very, very kind of normal. There's nothing to it. Obviously, we've got both heads, like so. Got the punching effect, which we've seen this very similar to the putty. I'm not a huge fan of them, but you do get two of them, which are exactly the same. These are probably the coolest things, like the accessory wise, which is the blast chest. So you can put them now on other ranges, depending on if you've got them for other ones. But that's really it for the accessories. I will also add in that you do get hands as well, like separate hands, and that's about it really. I never really take them out the box because I just feel like they're a pain to put back in, so they just stay there. I know a few people would want to see the effects of what they look like, so I wanted to kind of quickly show it off, and as that falls off. But yeah, I just love this effect. I think that all the army builders need to come with them. But yeah, I think I just want to add that in. And there are the cogs. I've got to admit, for an army builder, I'm very I would want to buy more of these, I would want to buy as many as I could because I kind of really like them. I know with the putties they look fine, but there's something about the cogs that's completely different from what you get. You know, there's just something that really kind of stands out about them that just is something different. Maybe it's because of my love for Zeo and stuff like that. But to be fair, they're not bad for the price. Slightly cheaper would be good if you were buying in bulk, but to be fair, I think the best looking one is the silver one because it just feels a little bit better. It feels like there's more gone into it than just a standard red body, but you know how Power Rangers Zeo was, as well as the toys. But yeah, I really like them. I think they're really cool. I would highly recommend getting them if you're a massive Zeo fan. So it's gonna be really kind of cool to try and like have them against the Rangers and seeing what it is. So I just can't wait to put all the army builders together because I think that's what we kind of need. It's something that I really, really want to collect. Now, the only thing I will say that I'm not a big fan of the cogs are mainly the feet and the way that if you don't get them right, it won't move up or down. It feels like it gets stuck quite a bit. And I feel like it's just really freaking annoying. But yeah, I think that's mainly the only downside that I would have on them. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on the cog? Have you had them? Have you not? Did you pass them? Have you bought more of them? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとう。チャンネル登録、高評価お願い。